Indonesia darurat kekerasan seksual terhadap anak-anak dan perempuan.
Saudara, Polresta Sleman, Yogyakarta menangkap seorang guru mengaji yang melakukan kekerasan seksual terhadap belasan muridnya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya,
Salam kebajikan for all of us. And we are from the 8th group, and we are going to explain about sexual harassment and online gender-based violence.
Let's watch the
video! Hello, my name is Ayesha, Raputri, Aolani.
And I'm Alisha Fathiya.
Hi, I'm Darisha, Salsabila, Efidya Putri.
And I'm Alyshia Ayu Nurmaretta H Putri.
Hello, I'm Laurensia Sabaty. I'm Baniadinda, Tiara, Nareshwai.
So, what is sexual harassment? Sexual harassment is defined as any unwelcome sexual behavior that makes someone feel unwelcome, upset, scared, or offended, or humiliated. It makes them feel that way. It includes a range of action from verbal transgression to sexual abuse or assault. Sexual harassment can be physical or verbal, and it can occur in many different social settings, such as the workplace, the home, school, or religious institution. Some form of sexual harassment includes making condition of employment or advance depend on sexual favors, either explicitly or implicitly, physical act or sexual assault, requests for sexual behavior, verbal harassment of sexual nature, including jokes referring to sexual acts or sexual orientation, unwelcome touching or physical contact. Unwelcome sexual advances and include discussing sexual relations, story, fantasy at work, school, or in other inappropriate places.
If we are talking about sexual harassment, you guys might think that the victim is mostly women, but that are just some misconception. In the reality, any gender could be the victim, and so do the harasser. The regulation in Indonesia about the sexual harassment is in Article 289 until 296 of Indonesian Criminal Code, and also Law Number 12 of 2022 about crime of sexual violence, or UU TPKS for short. There is two types of sexual harassment. The first one is non-physical sexual harassment. What is meant by non-physical sexual harassment? It are statements, gestures, or activities that are inappropriate and lead to sexuality with the aim to humiliate. The second is physical sexual harassment. It's directed at the body, sexual desires, and or reproductive organs with the intention of degrading a person's dignity based on their sexuality and or morality. And for the sanction, the crime of non-physical sexual violence will be subject to sanction in the form of imprisonment for a maximum of 9 months and a maximum of 12 years imprisonment for the crime of physical sexual violence.
Sexual harassment can take many forms, and it's important to approach this topic with sensitive. One example is unwanted sexual comments or advances in the workplace. For example, entering their personal space without permission or send explicit messages, or when someone is consciously makes inappropriate comments about someone's appearance. Here are one of the examples.
This can create a hostile and uncomfortable environment. It is important to recognize and address this behavior to create a safe and respectful workplace.
KGBO, or online gender-based violence, is an act of violence committed by people based on their gender and carried out using technology in cyberspace. Cases of OGBV generally consist of speech that is insulting and degrading to one gender, or somewhat we call sexual harassment. In this era of globalization, OGBV is very, very vulnerable and easy to occur due to the rapid flow of globalization and technology that is very, very easily accessible. The internet platform gave us tons of access to communicate towards each other directly without actually meeting each other. Sadly, most of the victims of the OGBV is more prone to women rather than men.
Surfing in cyberspace, if not balanced with knowledge and caution, will have negative impacts and even be a criminal act. It is not uncommon for online interaction to trigger unsafe relationships and risk online gender-based violence. Most OGBV cases are dominated by cases of online sexual harassment, threats of spreading intimate content to blackmail, and most of the victims are women. Therefore, legal protection for OGBV victims is urgently needed. Forms of legal protection for victims of online gender-based violence are regulated in Law Number 21 of 2007 concerning eradication of the crime of human trafficking, Law Number 21 in 2007, namely restitution in Article 48, health rehabilitation, social rehabilitation, repatriation, and social reintegration in Article 51. In addition, it can also be regulated using the pornography law, Law Number 44 in 2008, namely coaching, mentoring, as well as social recovery, physical and mental health for children who becomes victims or perpetrators of pornography in Article 16.
An example of online-based gender violence is cyberbullying by intimidating someone using digital technology by doxing, disclosing, or publishing personal information about someone in online basis. Another example of online-based gender violence is cyber stalking. It can be by using the internet to stalk or harass other people.
Tiara